Over the past several weeks, we've discussed the hallmarks of true revival, and I stated that a move of God is always unique in its speed, scope, and supernatural qualities. But what should we specifically look for in a church as evidence that revival has come? Recently, I listened to a panel discussion featuring several revival speakers who have spent decades helping to bring renewal to churches around the country. These men spoke of some of the extraordinary results of a move of God in a local church or community. First of all, revival brings holiness to the lives of believers. The church is purified as God's people publicly confess their sins and get right with God. Sins that were once excused or rationalized are exposed in the light of God's holiness as He begins to move among His people, causing them to confess those sins and seek His grace and mercy. As one panelist put it, revival changes lives. As the Holy Spirit begins to reveal sins of bitterness and unforgiveness, God's people are driven to not only make things right with God, but to obtain a clear conscience by going back and seeking forgiveness and even making restitution with those they've sinned against. In fact, in the Ulster revival in Ireland, shipyard workers brought back so many stolen tools that new sheds had to be built to house the recovered property. Another dramatic effect of revival is that priorities are changed so that people use their time in ways that honor God and advance His kingdom. One panelist noted that we generally tend to use entertainment to fill up the empty spots in our lives. But when God comes near in revival, Christ fills those voids, and God's people find they can't get enough of Him. More evidence of revival next week. Until then, keep praying.